I wouldn't have believed all of that, you know, if it hadn't been... My mum started telling me stories. You know, when she was like, I think she knew she was like on the edge. And she turned around and she said to me, they're all dead now, so it don't fucking matter. I can say what the fuck I like. And she started telling me things like, they used to get rich people, take them out, get them in there, get them to meet up with them in their car, and then proceed to engage them to the point where they got over the alcohol blood limit, and then set a trap for them. And they would try and find the richest people they could find, and then, like, once they got them in the trap and they got them pulled up by the old bill, and the old bill said, your blood alcohol levels, blah blah blah, you're gonna have to come up before the beak tomorrow morning or Monday or whatever. It was usually, she said it was usually on a Friday because it gave them time to duck and dive and delve between the Friday and the Monday. So they'd usually get banged up on the Friday night, get let out on the Saturday morning. Saturday morning, someone would get in touch with them and say to them, look, we can get you off the hook for X amount of money. And they would know. She said they knew exactly how much money they had in their fucking bank account because they'd already fucking researched it. And she'd say, like, if their savings were like £100,000, they'd say 75,000 or 80,000 or whatever, and we can get you off. That's what they'd done, and they used to share it all amongst them. And my mum and my dad were involved in that. That's why they were jet setters. And they used to clear money. They used to look. My parents used to launder money from the Talio for the police because they couldn't bring the money to light. So because it was a busy pub, they could say they'd earned, I don't know, instead of £1,000 a night, they could have said like earned £2,000 or £3,000 that night. No, and it was unquestionable. And they used to backhand them so that they could pay the tax. Yes, Clive. My mum hated it. That's why she wanted to get out. She didn't. That's why my dad split up. She didn't want to be involved in it anymore. I feel really bad about it because, like, I'm like, oh, what did my parents do to all these innocent people? Fucking entrapment. It's entrapment. Like, lead them up the fucking garden path. I was going to my mum, you're fucking joking me. No. And then she'd say who was involved, Ted Hillier from Holmes Road. Oh my God. She said, do you remember when you worked at a phonographic house and he was your boss? And you got, she said, your wages got doubled and you got a better job within the company. I said, yeah. She said, yeah, because it was Ted Hillier and Eric Barn. Oh, no fucking way. And I thought it was because I was good at my job. I was good at my job. At the collection agency, at pornographic house. I call it it was phonographic house. It was called Phonographic House because they started out, when they started out, they just used to rent jukeboxes. And they moved from jukeboxes into pinball machines and video machines and, you know, Pac-Mans and Mooncrester and Fruities. Fruit machines. Then Chariton Bass got involved because like, they were earning so much money, Chariton's took them over on purpose. They made them an offer they couldn't refuse. And that's when I got called in the office. Ted said to me, I don't know if you know, but I know your mum. I said, no, I didn't know. I actually didn't know that at the time. He said, yeah, we go back a long way. He said, I've known your mum since when she was at Tally Ho. I said, oh, wow. He said, anyway, the company's being swapped over to Charrington's. He said, honestly, Sally, he said, you're better off leaving the job now. I said, why? So I said, just take my word for it, you'd be better off leaving the job now. So I left. Because I thought, if he knew Mum and he said that, there must be a reason to it. So I left. And that's when I went dog grooming. So it done me a big fucking favour. £100 jackpot was another girl. She done Watford. It was the something centre in Watford. And I went in there with my little bag, and I had three like coin bags. When I walked in, he said, how many coin bags you got? I said, 3. He started laughing. I said, you're having a fucking laugh. He said, they haven't been emptied for 3 weeks. You fucking having a laugh. This is supposed to be done every week. He said, you're going to be here all fucking day, girl. Fucking counting money. So I got my machine. He said, well, you better phone up the people that you're going to after, because you ain't going to fucking make it. Oh. When I first started out, I had a hand crank one. Like you had to move it with your hand, like, really, and then it counted the 10p pieces, 50p pieces, pounds, whatever, straight in the bag. I used to count them automatically. They give me when Eric said, you're going to Watford, you're going to need this. I said, what's that? He says, an electric counter. I said, oh, all right. Oh, how posh. He said, trust me, you're going to fucking need it. Oh, I did. I was like, how can this fucking machine in the corner of a room earn as much money as one person can earn in a whole fucking year in one fucking week? I thought, I would never put a fucking penny in a fruit machine. Never. Never, ever, ever. Fucking poor man's game. 2 boxes in the back. In those days, in the £200 machines, was £1 coins and 50p pieces. No, tell a lie. There was 3. £2 coins, £1 coins, £2 coins, but £2 coins, £1 coins, 50p pieces. I'd open up the back of the fucking machine and the money used to just fucking drop on the floor because it was stacked so high. The boxes weren't big enough to take the amount of money that was in there. My hands used to be black. My fingers were black from counting the money. Even just scooping it up and putting it in the electric machine and switching it to 50, ones, £2 coins, whatever. Hands would be fucking black. Was a good earner though. And I knew when Ted told me that Charrington's were taking over, I said, okay. He said they're very stringent and they're going to have, he said they're going to come in and do an overhaul of every single machine and put in advanced counters. Right, okay. Bye! As far as I know, half a dozen of the girls got arrested, theft. Because they started watching them. And they did put new counters in to all the machines, all of them. So I knew exactly how much was going in and exactly how much was coming out. But they didn't put them, they weren't on the first read. They were around the back, hidden. There was a girl, Valerie, when I first started emptying machines and that, I worked for Wizard Electronic Games in Surbiton. And I lost my driving licence and Ken said to me, can you find someone to replace you? So I said, yeah, okay, I'll do my best. So anyway, I told Val. Val said, oh, I'll do it. I said, nah, don't get greedy, Val. Don't get greedy, because if you get greedy, you'll get caught. Anyway, she was in the job about 18 months. She bought her own flat. Cash. And anyway, Ken phoned me up and he said, I just heard Valerie bought her own flat cash. I said, yeah, as far as I know, she married this Brazilian guy and he gave her the money to buy the flat. That's what I was told. He said, really? I said, yeah, that's what I was told. So he said, He said, do you know anything different? I said, no. I said, that's what I was told. So I said, well, I don't want you to say anything to anybody. He said, but we're gonna be watching her. I said, all right, it's up to you, whatever you do. No. Anyway, they went in and they put a certain amount of money. There was a pub in Surbiton, and they counted the money and they put it in the machines to the very fucking exact penny. She went in there 8 o'clock in the morning to count it all. And she exchanged the coins for cash with the guy behind the bar. And she pocketed £800, which she put in her purse. And they were waiting for her outside with the old bill. Well, she blamed me. She said, you fucking set me up. I said, no, you fucking set yourself up, girl. You fucking greedy cunt. And my wages were about, I got about £125 a week wages, and I got a free car. I got use of the car in my own personal time, which was worth another like 75. So like it was like looking about £200 a week in wages. And then I used to take £200 a week. Usually out of pinballs, because pinball machines, most of the counters were broken. But she went silly. £800 on one day. No wonder she fucking bought a flat. Crazy. The funny thing was, they couldn't take the flat off of her. And she pleaded the fifth. She just refused to speak. I couldn't do nothing much about it. Anyway, it was years ago, and like, all her friends were my friends. My friends were her friends. And she told them all that I fucking dobbed her in. And I fucking never. She fucking dobbed herself in. Anyway, everyone stopped talking to me. Got sent to fucking Coventry. Every time I went out anywhere, like, people like were almost spitting on me. Oh, I'd done the girl a favour, and she fucking shitting on me. Can't believe this. Bought a flat and a car. Oh fuck me, yeah. She bought a car and a flat. She bought herself a brand new. Oh, and she chose the colours. She had two-tone blue. What was it called? Ford Fiesta. Yeah, two-tone blue Ford Fiesta. It was like dark blue on the bottom and light blue on the top, or the other way around. I can't remember now. I mean, I'm talking about you handling like 10 or 15 grand a day. And I was taking £50, £25. She was taking 800. And she didn't think she was going to get caught. Surely to God, you know, she must have like, nah, she didn't think nothing. She didn't give a shit. People like that don't give a shit. She lives in Spain now. She's got a villa in Spain, in Marbella. She's thieving, lying, horrible, nasty fucking dwarf. Thing was, that Candy was the first one. Because like before then, I was doing everything straight. You know, like a divvy. That's what Joanne called me. And I suppose they thought, oh, we've got a bumper week this week. We've taken more than we've taken in the last 52 weeks. 104, 380, 600 weeks. This Candy brought me to her house. And she went, it's a beautiful fucking big mansion it was. It was a fucking mansion. Next to Battersea Park. I've gone in there. The biggest fucking television I'd ever seen in my life. Crystal fucking chandeliers everywhere. Gold this, gold that. Fucking bathroom. 5-piece. More than one bathroom. 3 bathrooms. Mind you, I've got 3 bathrooms now. Not like that though. Not a fucking big soaky tub with fucking gold taps. She said, you know, you can't let them have it all, you know. You have to take a little bit for yourself. And this is how it works. We take a little bit for ourselves because that's what we do. And if you don't, then you'll dob everybody else in because you're a relief driver. So, if you're a relief driver and they see that, they're getting more money every time you go to work. It's not going to work out very well. And I'll tell you something else, she said. The girls won't be very happy and it won't fucking work out very well for you either. It's like, okay, so what exactly do you want me to do? Well, she said, blah, 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 this, that, the other. 50% out of this, 50% out of that, da, da, da. And then we split all that 50-50. And all the rounds that you go on, that you do that, the same girls, they'll tell you which machines and this, that, the other, blah, blah. And you do exactly the same. Oh, okay. And if I don't? It's not a good idea. It's really not a good idea. Because a lot of them have got very nasty friends. Oh, okay. So, I have to earn more money, keep my mouth shut, or die. Correct. After that conversation, it bugged me. I mean, I've done about 6 more reliefs, which was like 12, 14 weeks. And it started really getting to me because I was like passing all this money to these women that was illegal. And so I started drinking more, and then I went out, I got pissed out my brains. I was with Kathy Hughes at the time. And I got pulled up for drinking and driving. Oh, do you know what? I've never been so happy in all my life. It was my out. It was my out. It was my escape from that. I couldn't do it. It went against everything that I believed in. Honesty and, you know, but I was terrified. Honest to God, I was terrified because this woman, like, she fucking frightened the shit. She fucking, do you know what? She frightened the fucking shit out of me. This was one, like, she was gypsy. She was gypsy and she was hard. And they were all gypsies, actually. All of them. They were all gypsies. And I thought, how did I get involved with this fucking lot? How the fuck did I get involved with this lot? And I was so glad when I lost my driving licence. I thought, I didn't even think about it at the time till I was up in front of the beak and I was thinking, oh yeah, this is great. And then in walks my mum saying, oh, before she went out, I gave her some Benylin and this, that and the other. So I didn't get a DR20, I got a fucking DR40. I got drugs and alcohol. Thanks very much, Mum. She thought she was doing good and she, oh. The greatest thing about that day was it was at Southwark Crown Court, and Mum said, come on, we're going to have a bit of lunch. So we went into this tandoori restaurant. I've never been in a tandoori restaurant before, actually. And we had this tandoori chicken, but it was so fucking lovely. And my mum said, this is so fucking lovely. I said, Mum, this is really fucking lovely. She said, we're gonna get the recipe for this. And that's how I became a tandoori chicken fan. I remember sitting in there because, like, I didn't get seen till last, and we went in first, and then bringing up all the prostitutes. And there was this old woman, she had no teeth, well, she had a few teeth, black they were. So the police, the big saying to her, well, you were caught asking people for this, that and the other, and you were caught importuning or whatever it's called, asking people for sex, if they wanted to have sex for money. My mum turned around, she went to me, fucking hell, who'd fucking shag her? You'd want to fucking put a paper bag over her head. Well, I couldn't stop laughing. I started laughing. Well, that was not good because, like, the the judge looked upstairs and see me fucking laughing. He didn't know what I was laughing at. I couldn't. Mama, oh no, no. Mum, don't make me laugh now. I think she could see that I was a little bit nervous. And you know what it's like when you're nervous and then someone makes you laugh, you're like, oh my God. Even the old girl, she had this like shoulder length white hair. It was like, hadn't been washed for a month. And these black teeth. I'm like, oh, no. No. Anyway, the first day of my ban, my mum goes to me, nip down to the Royal Oak and go and get me two kegs of lager. I said, Mum, I haven't got a licence. She went, oh, don't worry about that. If anyone stops you, just phone me. I'll make sure that nothing happens to you. Me and Roy Stringer are well in there with the old Bill in Kingston. Don't worry about it. Just go and get me 2 kegs of fucking lager. I think I'd done more driving when I was on my ban for a year than I did all the time I was driving around fucking collecting money out of fruit machines. I'm like, what happened? What happened? Go and get this, go and get that. Go down to Southend, go and get some eels. You want me to drive to Southend to get eels? Yeah, live eels. Well, I went to Southend, I bought 5 live eels. He put them in a sack, like a old-fashioned sack, you know. When I took them in, Mum went, there's only 4 in here, where's the other one? I said, I don't know, he put 5 in there. Anyway, thought no more of it. It was about June, July time. Next morning, I've got in the car. She had a Citroen Diane. I thought, fucking hell, fucking stinks in here. I said to Mum, oh, I think the eel is somewhere inside the car, dead. So we took it apart, and it had curled itself underneath the wheel in the back, you know, underneath the spare wheel. Oh, you've never seen nothing so disgusting in your life. All fucking full of fucking flies. Oh, and the smell. Oh, never smelled nothing like that. It's disgusting. Ugh. Saying that, I could really eat a bowl of jellied eels right now. I haven't had any for 5 years. I'm hanging. They've got eels here, but they're not the same. No. Oh, conger eels. Big fucking fat. Like, it's... Oh, no. No. Proper eel out the river. The flesh is soft and juicy. But these things, they're like... Have you eaten... what's it called? Swordfish. It's a bit like that. It's like hard. It's not nice at all. Don't like it. Much prefer the white fish. Here's something you won't read in the book. The best eel is what they used to call the silver belly. Silver belly is when they go from being a baby to being a mature eel before they go to the Saragossa Sea. See, every eel in the world, every single eel, don't matter where it's born, has to go to the Saragossa Sea to reproduce. Now, after their first reproduction, they come back and they go silver. They go from that, like, they go from light grey to silver, and then they go kind of black. So the silver eel is like, it's kind of like the teenager, and it's before they get tough. After that, they get tough. Before that, they're too soggy. So the silver eel is the one to catch. Me and Aunt Nell used to go down the eel farm at Southwood and Ferrers, and I used to say, go and catch your own eels. So we'd be in there trying to get all the silver ones. My Aunt Nell's going, get a silver one, make sure it's silver, make sure it's silver. Okay, all right. And then you can't keep the fuckers still. Oh, she used to kill them. Lob the head off. They keep moving. They don't, and then you cut them up into sections. They still keep fucking moving. Even each little section keeps moving for about 15 to 20 minutes. Just keeps moving. This makes me feel physically sick, actually. And then Aunt Nell would say, do you want some of that? No. No. Put right off now. She had these gloves that were like, you know, like that green stuff that you clean, the pan scourer, green pan scourer. That's the only thing you can grab hold of them with and them not slip out of your hands. Literally. Oh, Clive. It's like here in Egypt, like if you want a chicken, like across the road here they sell chicken. You go over there and you point at the one that you want and they weigh it while it's still alive with its feathers on and everything, and you pay for that. And then they dispatch it. I can't do it. I can't do the, you are the one. I can't do it. I sent my mates out to do it. I can't do it. Sometimes bring it back, it's still fucking warm. It's only been dead a minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, however long it takes for him to walk from the chicken shop and get in the lift and come upstairs. But it's never seen a plastic bag. It's not been hanging around on a shelf forever and a day. What they do here, people who sell things like bananas, melons, fish, anything, they come round with donkeys and carts, and you buy your fruit and veg off the back of a donkey cart. And I'm shouting. I think he's shouting mish mish. It's mish mish time. That's apricots. It's a bit like, it's just, you know, when I was a kid, I lived in North London, and we had a market called Chapel Street Market, and all the costermongers used to shout like that, you know. Record, salad, tomatoes! And they still do that here, but, like, everything's on an old cart with a donkey pulling it. The skinniest donkey you ever did see. Oh, sometimes I buy something off of them and I feed it to the fucking donkey. And they go mad. They don't like you feeding their donkeys. I don't like that. I suppose because they probably get colic or something in the middle of the day. So it's like going back in time, 100 years, really. But then there's like, when you come off the back streets and go on the main drag, like you'd think you were in America or London or wherever. But as soon as you come back off the main drag, like all the streets are dirt. They're just dirt. And butchers. When you want some meat, you have to wait. You have to wait till the butcher's bought something, and then you go along and you let him know how many kilos you want, and then he allocates you your kilos, and then you go and fetch it the next morning, about 15 or 20 minutes or half an hour after it's killed. You think I'm joking? Wait till you come here. It's a right eye opener, it is. It's just like going back in time. And the thing is it works. Because, like, during all them fucking lockdowns and everything, you wouldn't know here. And if they run out of petrol, it don't bother them neither. When they put up the price of petrol, it's going to make no fucking difference to them whatsoever, because their fucking donkey's still only going to eat a pound of carrots, which they get out of the ground for free. Cracks me up. So sensible, really. It's like the Amish in America. Everyone laughed at the Amish, didn't they? And then when they put all the fucking gas prices up and everything, they started doing all these memes about the Amish. Driving past the fucking petrol stations with their fingers up in the air. Na 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 na.